Why are probate and trust disputes on the rise in New York and New Jersey, and likely around the country? Probate and trust litigation has been steadily increasing, and we've definitely seen an uptick in people looking for these types of services, even though we don't do it. So what does that mean for you? And we're going to get into some serious ramifications, that word, in just a second. I'm Valerie 𝗁𝗍 of Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. We provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you are seeking assistance with either the creation of your estate plan or the help with administrating a probate or trust after the passing of a loved one, we'd be happy to help. You can reach us for a free consultation at 𝗷𝗺planningattorney.com. And of course, speaking of value, we're here to educate all the time, as much as we can, for free. So please ask questions and share so together we can help some folks along the way. So let me say it again. We do not do estate litigation, and the issues in this video are probably some of the reasons why. My goodness. So what's causing this sort of spike in disputes? I'm going to name just a few. There's a higher estate value coming through the courts these days. Families are less willing to let things go because of such. There's more blended families and second marriages, creating conflicting and competing interests. There's definitely a rise in DIY and poorly drafted estate plans that unfortunately lead to a rise of either invalid, unclear, or conflicting instructions relative to that person's intent. And there's a lot of multi-state assets and digital assets that complicate things even further. Now, if you are a current acting trustee or executor, there's a few tips that I would say are helpful in trying to avoid litigation. Be very clear and detailed in your paper trail, right? The records you have for the ins and outs, ups and downs are super important. Every decision, communication, transfer of money. With that in mind, do not commingle assets, okay? I know on occasion you may need to use your own assets to pay for an expense, and yes, you can get reimbursed, but records are key. Never commingle your accounts with that of an estate. Be proactive in updating the beneficiaries and explaining, major changes in what's going on. Avoid conflicts of interest as best as possible by disclosing them early. And if necessary, use the estate counsel or some outside independent party to help situate decisions that, or I would say inflated concerns between you and the beneficiaries before it leads to litigation. So bottom line, proper protection planning is really more important now than ever. So having the right plan in place in the right way with all the tools, quote unquote, bells and whistles that are necessary to keep it clean and smooth for your family later is key. And obviously updating that plan as time goes on, either the law changes, your wishes change, goals change, or life changes. Careful documentation, communication, and conflict prevention will be essential for the team that you've entrusted to follow through with your wishes and keeping that on the utmost integrity all the way through. Again, I'm Valerie 𝗁𝗍 of Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. If you need us, we're around and we can help. You can reach us for a free consultation at 𝗷𝗺planningattorney.com. We hope you've learned something new here today. Don't forget to share and take care. Bye-bye.